Hey, Kelly. How are you? I have something to tell you. Jenny, what on earth do you want? Whoa! Aren't you being too cold to your sister? You're mean. My sister? I don't want you to call us sisters. Don't tell me you forgot what happened 10 years ago. You acted like a good girl and tricked mom and dad that I pushed you down the stairs. And because of that lie, they kicked me out of the house without hearing my opinion. I was only a sophomore in high school. They have always loved you like crazy, but they shouldn't have done that to me. But I had worked so hard to make a living on my own, started my own modeling company, got married, and was finally ready to be happy. And then you took my husband and my daughter away from me a week ago and kicked me out of the apartment? Oh, did I do that kind of stuff? But Charlie chose me, just like mom and dad did. Nothing more. I'm prettier and more talented than you, so it's only natural that I was chosen, right? LOL. Chosen? You were chosen? Huh? Hey, I'm tired of you. That's why he was acting weird these days. I also thought it was strange that Marie's face looked so much like mine, even though she's my stepdaughter. He was saying some cheesy things about how we were destined to be together and that the faces happened to look alike. But it was you. You work for the company where he works. And you and Charlie used to date. And Marie was your child. Plus, you made mom and dad pay child support because you didn't want to. And you forced Charlie to take care of Marie all the time. He is pretty stupid to try to start over with someone like that. But how much more do you have to take from me? Even though you've become a stranger, do you really enjoy tormenting your own family that much? Well, even though once you were my sister and now a stranger to me, I feel sorry for you if you end up knowing nothing. So let me tell you, I have to be far superior compared to you. Huh? You used to be an ordinary person with nothing but a good face and body, but now you're a successful model. And you're the president of a company, and you're married to a handsome guy like Charlie. Plus, you are living an elegant life in a high-rise apartment without any inconvenience, aren't you? Seeing you like that, I got very frustrated. What's that? For such a reason? Is life all about winning or losing, superiority or inferiority? If you don't like me, then just leave me alone. The main reason I got into modeling was because I was kicked out of our house, and it was the only way I could earn money to survive on my own. I was desperate to start my own company so that I wouldn't have to depend on people like you, who are the worst kind of people. I didn't even want to see or have anything to do with you people anymore. How cocky! Just because you're a bit better? Get over yourself. You lost your husband and daughter. You should be more upset. Admit you lost. You are a low-class person than me. It's not right for you to be more arrogant than me. Why are you being so snippy? It's true that I was angry when I found out about Charlie's affair and that Marie was your own child. And you've been working with Charlie, mom, and dad to take Marie away from me. I was pretty depressed. I thought she was my sweet, true daughter. Oh, LOL. So you're just being stubborn. Then you should be more upset. You lost to me, and you'll always remain lower than me. But you know, it's rather refreshing to see that you're a real monster. I don't need a husband who cheats on me so easily, and I don't want a family that enjoys ruining her own blood sister's happiness. When I think of that, I can become calm naturally. I'm glad that I'm free. What the hell? That weird calmness really pisses me off. Go ahead and be pissed off, but that's how I feel right now. Besides, I was able to change because I was able to crawl up from that rock bottom in 10 years. I'm successful because I struggled from a young age. You might have wanted to kick me out when I was in high school and see me live the rest of my life at rock bottom. But if you think you can have everything in your way, you're wrong. What? But that's enough. There's nothing I can say to you, and it's a waste of my time to talk to you any longer. If you want him so badly, I'll give you the whole apartment, and you can be happy with the three of you and your parents. Bye. I'll do that even if you don't tell me. Don't act like you're fine. Hey, give me your modeling company. I'll take it. I'm sure I can run it better than a woman like you. Yes, excuse me, who are you? I'm in the middle of work. Don't put me to trouble. What? What are you talking about? I'm your sister. You blocked my number, so I had to change my number and reach you. And what the hell with that attitude? Ugh, I'm the one who should be saying what the hell. And I don't have time to listen to a person who starts out by saying, give me your modeling company, as if you're robbing. Which means I'm blocking this number too. Bye. Hey, Kelly, do you think you're in a position to refuse? I don't know what's going to happen to your office. Huh? What do you mean? The owner of your office building is Charlie's relative, right? Yes, that's right. So, what are you going to do this time? How can you come up with one harassment after another? Well, you can only act cool only for now. You'll be surprised when you hear this. Charlie did us a favor and asked his relatives to cancel the lease. Now, your company is going to disappear. What? I haven't received any such notice. Well, don't worry. It won't be anytime soon. Next month is the renewal month, right? So they're going to ask you to move out at that time. Are you kidding me? Why should I face that kind of problem? How much more do you have to take from me? He doesn't want to see your face anymore. Well, I'm still your ex-sister, so I did stop him, LOL. But he insisted, so I had no choice, LOL. So obvious. I'm sure you agreed to it with them anyway. That's enough. If Charlie is just as brainwashed by you as everyone else is, then it can't be helped. But even if you suddenly ask me to leave, I can't. Right. I'm a merciful person, so I negotiated for your sake, you know. Be thankful for your kind sister. Negotiate? Of what? I'm saying, negotiating that if you give me your company, I'll let you keep the office. Huh? That way, you won't have to move. As long as you leave, everything will work out. I'll take your whole company. What do you say? You must be so frustrated. How much more do you have to make fun of me? You just can't hand over your company to others and say, here you are. Besides, the models and the employees won't be satisfied with such an arrogant way. Huh? Are you trying to say that it is your achievement that the company has been able to survive until today? Of course not. You're just an ordinary lady with a better face. Besides, this is the result of your mediocrity and lack of popularity. So why don't you just give it to me and I'll protect your models and your employees? If the lease contract is terminated and the office disappears, everyone will be out on the street. If that happens, everyone will hate you and they will demand compensation or something. You're always ready to talk back, huh? That's enough. If you want this company, then it's all yours. What? You're going to give it away that easily? You won't listen to me. We can't even have a conversation. In exchange, I can keep the office as it is, right? You know what I'm talking about. Well then, I'll leave it to you. I really wanted to see you more frustrated though, LOL. I'll forgive you if you say you'll give me the company. Don't worry. I'll make the company even bigger than it is now. I'm sure Charlie, Mom, and Dad will be very happy. Well, good luck with that. Now don't ever get involved with me again. Now I'm in a completely superior position than you. I feel so much better now. It's absolutely ridiculous to have a person like you as the president and a successful person. Now the world is finally back to its right place. Yeah, you can say that all you want for the rest of your life. Well then, I'll leave after I finish up the paperwork. Okay, gotcha. Kelly! Kelly! Kelly, you noticed, right? Answer me! Shut up. What is it this time? What's going on with your company? As soon as I took over as president, most of the models and employees disappeared. There were more when I went to visit last time. Why are they gone so suddenly? Why? Because they all quit and came to my place. Huh? What do you mean? I explained to the models and employees everything that had happened up to this point when I handed over the company to you. Also, I told them that I would start a new company. They had to choose whether they wanted to stay with your company or follow me. That's headhunting! That's unacceptable! Give me back the power of my company! The power, the models, the employees, it's not like they're items. I mean, why aren't you here? What? I thought you had something important to do today. Something important? You have a meeting with Scott, the executive director, right? I didn't want to see you anymore either, but there is unavoidable circumstance, so I'm here too. Get here ASAP. You're already an hour late. He's very furious. What? Why are you with him? I mean, how did you know I have a meeting? I just talked to him directly about everything that's been going on. Does that mean you told him everything? That I've started to work as the president of your company as a side job? A side business? I didn't know that, LOL. The place you're working now, to be precise, it's a prestigious entertainment-related company that your parents were bragging a lot. I heard they don't allow side jobs. I just checked with Scott. If you're going to start over as the president of a new company, you should be ready for the new position. You were going to become president of another company without making any arrangements with your current employer? Give me a break. No, because a CEO is someone who sits in a chair and tells the employees what to do, which means someone who has time would do it, right? And I'm good at what I do, and I think I can do it while working at my current company. The frog in the well knows nothing of the great ocean. Huh? Even if you're not smart, you know this, right? Reality is not as kind as you think. Being a CEO is not just sitting in a chair in the office. There are many greetings and conferences too. I don't mind admitting that you got a job at a great company and are still able to work there, but how could you decide to be a CEO as a side job with such a naive idea? Oh no, but I actually have a lot of free time. I've been sitting in my chair most of the time since I became the president. Well, of course. I'm taking over everything that's been going on at that company. There's nothing for you to do. What? Why would you do that? Oh, yeah, of course. I told my business partners about it. I guess it's about time you start getting a flood of calls for the cancellation. You're going to be busy even if you don't want to be. I'm glad you're finally working like a boss. Then what am I supposed to do now? If I don't do something, this company will go bankrupt. And the apartment is already behind in its payments. Mom and Dad say they don't have any more money. That's none of my business. You're good at what you do, aren't you? Why don't you just use your brilliance to do something about it? You said you can run a company better than me, so show me how you do it, LOL. If you can't do it, why don't you cry to Charlie and your parents who love you and ask them to do something about it? I can't help you because I'm just an ordinary person with nothing but a good face and style. Oh no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. It's like I'm being set up by you. I was going to be the president and make lots of money with a cushy job. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, Scott has become really mad at you. He's saying he doesn't want to waste his time on people like you. Oh, please? Can't you just say something reasonable? My phone started ringing like crazy. I can't come. What? You sure? If you don't show up, the company will sue you. You and Charlie too. Get sued? Why would they do that? Charlie is the general manager of your company, right? Scott already knew that Charlie was using his privilege and his family connections to embezzle company expenses to have an affair with you. He called you to give you one last chance. No! What the hell is going on? Right after you left me and remarried to Charlie, there was a tip-off while you were enjoying a happy-go-lucky honeymoon in Hawaii. I heard that it has become a problem. So if you don't come here today and explain, they're going to file for embezzlement and abuse of authority to the police. No kidding! Then why are you there? Because we used to be business partners. When I went to tell him that the president had been replaced and that I was starting a new company, the president's name was your name, so he asked me what happened. I told him everything that had happened. What? Also, I heard that there's been quite a problem with the fact that people from your own company doing things like blackmailing with the help from relatives. Scott wants to hear your story, including that. Oh, but he says he's going to call the police because you're too late. No way! Wait a minute! All right, I'll be right there. Please don't call the police. Coming this far, you're hopeless, you know. Please, help me! If I lose my company, my job, and everything, also Charlie, Marie, Mom, and Dad will all end up in the street. Hey, we're family. We're a family, so let's help each other. A family? We're already over since that day 10 years ago, aren't we? And I'm just an ordinary person with a good face and body who should be lower than you, so you don't want to be saved by someone like that, do you? Well, I feel sorry for Marie, but for her sake, the four of you should get along and live to atone for your sins. Wait, sis! I understand. I admit everything that I did wrong. I'll apologize to Charlie, Mom, and Dad, even if I have to roll my head and get down on my knees. I'm so sorry. I'll return the company and I'll do anything. So please. Sis, when was the last time you called me that? Then, can you help me, your poor sister? No, LOL. It's too late. Even if you could return the company, whatever you two make up for it, it's not that easy to get back the time and trust you lost, you know? You should have learned that before you tried to be a CEO. Bye. An hour after I turned off my phone, Jenny finally showed up at my place. However, because she admitted to a number of illegal actions, such as using expenses, threatening me, and thereby becoming the president of the company, I heard that she was taken away by police who were waiting on the spot, and Charlie was arrested and taken away by another police who went to his apartment. And I received an apology and a request to get back together from my former parents who had learned the truth of the matter, but they were arrogant and used Marie as an excuse. So, I quickly blocked them, telling them that it was their decision and that they should solve it by themselves. I'm going to work hard toward my dream with my team who believe in me at my newly established company.
Is Grant with you by any chance? Why is he not picking up his phone? I have been calling him for ages.
He is at work. Did you need something from him?
Oh, it is nothing. I will talk to him when he gets off work.
Sure. Is everything okay though?
Everything is fine. How old is Maddie now? 12? It has been a while since I last saw her. Anyways, I just wanted to have some of the kids over at my ranch this year.
She is 13, and you do not allow kids at your ranch. What gives?
Well, if you must know, I am branching out into retreats for kids. For them to connect with the outdoors, away from technology, etc. There will be a lot of fun activities, We will teach them important life skills as well.
Oh, I did not know that. Seems cool. But I am not sure if my daughter can attend. But thank you for the invitation. She is behind in her schoolwork and needs to focus on improving her grades.
She can do that at the ranch. It will do her some good, you know. And without the distraction of a phone, she will be much more focused. She is not so dumb that she has to attend summer school, does she?
Please do not talk like that about my daughter. My husband and I will discuss this and I will get back to you.
And she will be able to spend some time with her cousins. You guys live so far away. I am always telling Grant that living closer would be better, for some family support.
We are happy where we are, and you know why we moved. But enough about that. I will talk to you at a later stage. We have made a decision.
Don't take too long. All the spots are filling up. The ranch is such a success these days. Well, you still have not given me an answer. I asked Grant, and he said I must talk to you. Have you been convincing him to say no to the idea of the ranch? I was only trying to do a nice thing for my granddaughter. You never let me see her and build a proper relationship with her. But of course, even when I am trying to be a nice person, you chose to be hard-headed and difficult. I knew I should never have asked.
Whoa, chill out, woman. It has been merely 2 days and we have been busy. Plus, I had to check how legitimate your retreat program is. Even though we are family, my daughter's safety comes first, so please, do not. Everything seems to be checking out. Do you have insurance? And a first aid kit as well if things go wrong? I will need you to email me the itinerary, what she needs to bring, and any fees that needs to be paid so I can get it sorted.
Do not worry about all that. I have an educator who is qualified in first aid and a child psychologist helping me. If you need me to send her number or if you want me to talk to her then, just let me know. Oh, and I will email you the itinerary, rules, and anything that you need. The discount is payable up front. Then, you can pay the rest when she gets here.
Thanks. I will check that out.
And since Maddie is my favorite grandchild, I will give you a discount as well. That is, if you write a good review and spread the word about my new program at the ranch, of course.
Sure, no problem.
Hi,
I have just deposited the balance. Maddie has been dropped off at the pickup point by her dad. Please let me know if there's anything else that is needed, okay?
Sure, thanks. I sent someone to pick her up.
Louis, how is everything going? I just wanted to check up on Maddie.
Well, I called Grant earlier and let him talk to her. Sorry, I did not think you were not there.
Now, why would you do that when I was not there? You know that I want to talk to her. Grant is not the only parent that this child has. I also do not know why you will not even let them have a chance to go on the internet.
Stop being dramatic. It is not like I went behind your back or anything. Your daughter is fine. She's a little difficult, but I see where she gets it from.
Excuse me? Repeat? I am being difficult by wanting to talk to my daughter? I knew I should have died and slept for a night to make sure that she settles in.
Oh, for goodness sake. She's not a kid that needs to be sheltered so much. You are acting as if I am a stranger who has your child. She is very happy here with her cousins. But if you really want to know how she is being difficult, then I will tell you. She's a bit mean to the younger girls. But do not worry. I put her in her place, and she will behave.
What do you mean? Maddie would never bully another child. Luis, stop ignoring me and answer me.
Forget I said anything. I will let you know the next time that I will call. I will also let you know when she eats, sleeps, yawns, and all that stuff. She is a teen, my dear. Stop being so overprotective. If I can give you advice since I have raised 3 children, do not smother them.
You should take your own advice then.
What do you mean by that? You know what? I am very much done with trying to be nice to you and offering you my advice. You act as if you know everything just because of your fancy degree and job, but you do not. Please, do not reply to this message. Mom, can you please send me more soap and some clothes? I do not have any more. I told Grandma when my stuff went missing, but I do not think she told you. Thanks, Mom. I have sent some clothes and sanitary products for my daughter, just in case she runs out. Why would you do that? She has everything she needs here. You heard her on the call earlier. She was fine, was she not? I don't know. You tell me. She was not her normal bubbly self. That does not sit well with me. Are you trying to say something about my ranch? All I am saying is that she's probably homesick or out of place. Her cousins Fiona and Haley are not the friendliest from what I have seen. Everything is fine here. If anything, your daughter is the most difficult to deal with here, but we are trying. We know that she's better off than the others and she does come off as being braggy. But a little tough love will not hurt. Just make sure she gets the stuff I sent her. Mom, it is Maddie. I managed to get into Grandma's office and steal her phone. I did receive the things. Thank you very much. Things are okay-ish here, but I miss you and Dad. What is it that I am hearing that you're bullying your cousins and not listening to your grandmother? Mom, those are lies. I am doing all my schoolwork and doing all the chores grandmother gives us. Haley and the others are not very nice to me, Mom. Come home? I can fetch you today. No, it is fine. I do not want to leave Tia, the new friend I have. Okay, but if anything happens and you want to leave, call me immediately, okay? Yes, Mom. Please do not send your child snacks next time. I am not a dentist, but she might soon develop cavities. Tell her dad that, since he is the better parent, as you like to say. Just make sure that my daughter is happy for the rest of the week before we come to fetch her. Yes, ma'am.
Honey, are you able to receive calls right now?
What happened, dear?
Is everything okay? Sorry, I cannot receive calls right now. My manager is going to call me into her office any minute now. Whatever it is, can you type it? Or you can tell me all about it when I get home. It cannot wait. Our daughter is in the hospital. Mom just called to let me know that she has some chemical burns, but she did not tell me anything else. I am going to have to drive down to the ranch. Greta, did you just get called in? Just text me when you get this message, please. What? My poor baby! How did this happen? What sort of chemical? Where was your mother when all of this is happening? And do they know who is responsible? Do not go anywhere. I am coming over to you right now and are going to confront your mom. I told you that she is irresponsible and we should not have sent our daughter there, but you do not listen. That woman is poison. Have you forgotten how horrible she has been to me over the years? And the stunts she has pulled to make us fight? I cannot and I will not rest until she gives me some sort of answers. Honey, please calm down. We can both go there. I will have to get someone else to stand in for me at the AGM meeting later today. No, go to your meeting and let me handle it. Oh, funny that you want to communicate with me right now when both of you have been making decisions about my child and having calls with her when I am not present. You have done enough. Let me handle this. Greta, please. Greta? You witch! I knew you were not good for anything. Now that she has landed in the hospital, you do not even have the guts to wait for me here and to hear what the doctors say. My daughter, please understand. I did not want anything to happen to her as well. I would have stayed, but I have other girls to take care of. Enjoy your little retreat program while you can. I am making sure that you get shut down. You might have silenced my daughter when she was still there, but she told me everything that happened when she woke up. I will make sure that everyone knows that that you keep dangerous substances in your medicine cabinet. You lied to me and told me that my daughter was the one being mean to others when she was the victim. Is this your way of punishing me? Because Grant realized that you are toxic and cut ties with you when we moved away, right? Haley and Fiona were bullying her right under your nose, and then they applied that cream onto her face.
They did not know that she would break out.
They knew it would do something. My daughter told me that they had been hurting her. They wanted her to make her have a breakout. I am so glad my daughter did not grow up around a bully like you. I know you lied to me about my daughter still having sanitary stuff when she did not. Why do you treat her like that? I know your problem is with me, so please leave my daughter alone.
Please remove that post on the community forum. Those are some serious accusations, and I could sue you for defamation of character. I am losing clients. This is serious. I have officials snooping around my business. This is not good at all. This ranch is all I have. There is nothing else I have.
And soon you will not even have that. You put my child in danger and mistreated her. Now you will pay for the consequences.
Greta, do not think that you are all that. Grant made a bad choice by marrying you. My son had so many better options, but he settled for you. Now you cannot get off your high horse.
If I were you, I would start looking for a lawyer and not waste time talking to me. You have bigger problems to worry about.
Hey, how is she doing?
The doctor said there might be some scarring, but they gave me all the meds and they are discharging her right now.
Honey?
Yes, Grant?
I am so sorry about my mother. I thought she had changed, and she really meant...
It is okay. It is her fault, not yours.
She has lost me as a son.
How could you turn my son against me like that?
You did that to yourself, my dear. You cannot blame me.
I am not here to blame you, Greta. Look, I get that I was a bit irresponsible, but he did not have to block me. Please, I am coming to you as a mother. I am begging you to forgive me. I know that I am much older, but I do make mistakes and this is all my fault. I ask that you convince him to maintain contact with me.
Look, Grant says he does not want to have anything to do with you after all you have done, so please, accept that. We want some peace in our lives, and you are not the peace we need. My daughter has terrible scarring, and she refuses to come out of the house because you did not do your job as a grandparent and caretaker.
He talked back to me today, and he said that he hated me. Grant has changed ever since you came into his life. He used to be so respectful, and now he is vulgar like you. You know what? This was a huge mistake, and I should have never come to ask you for anything. You are selfish, and you can never be good enough for my son. One day, he will realize that and come back to his mother who truly cares for him.
Somehow, I have a very hard time believing that.
The whole family hates you, you know?
Boo-hoo. I am so sad the family hates me. Tell your daughters that they'll be receiving the bill for what their daughters did to mine. The medication is not cheap at all.
You cannot do that. Get Grant on the phone right now and let me talk to him.
Mom, let me tell you once again, you are dead to me. My family, and I will not take this lying down.
My son, you know I care about you, and I did apologize.
After apologizing, you insulted my wife. I have seen all the chats, and wow, this is a new low from you. You do not have a son anymore.
Grant, why are the police here? I can see them through the window. My son, please come and help me.
I pressed charges against you. Did you really think you would get away with this with no consequences whatsoever? I guess they took you now. When you get this, I will have blocked you. Just know that you have done this to yourself. The only family I have is Greta and Maddie.